So finally, the court has come up with judgment concerning our late sister OSINACHI NWACHUKWU that passed on 3 years ago. But dear single, what lessons are there for you to learn from this? Would you want to use your life as an experiment just for judgment to be upheld at the end of the day? To start with, the first lesson I'd like us to learn as young people is that we should look out for and do not ignore red flags. There's nobody who is wholesome, who is healthy, and enters into a relationship just to learn how to be abusive. Those attributes must have been there while they were dating, while they were courting. So it is necessary, like they say in our Nigerian palace, to shine your eyes. And in fact, the Bible tells us, watch and pray. So read it between the lines. Look out for anything that does not resemble what you want. And pathetically, sometimes some people identify these red flags. They either assume that the person will change over time, they either pray that God will change the life of the person, or they just feel that they can cope with it, maybe because of one thing or the other. But my advice to you is this: if you discover red flags, especially in this case that have to do with abusive relationships, the person might not have lifted his or her hand, but how does the person respond when there are arguments? The person very aggressive, even in the way he talks. Those are red flags that must not be ignored. The whole of last month we looked at the topic of red flags. You may wish to look through our videos and have a replay of those sessions. Second lesson: if you are in an abusive relationship, please speak up. This syndrome of what will they say does not help, because by the time the worst happens, the worst in this case being death, the whole world will still get to know what led to the death. So wouldn't it have been better for the world to know if they must, which I know you can actually also avoid the whole world knowing if you speak to the right persons? But at the end of the day, even if someone gets to know or people get to know, but at least the life would have been preserved. So am I saying you should just go to social media and start telling the whole world that will not be able to even help you? What I'm saying is that they are professionals, there are people that are trained, there is help that you can get from the right source. So I encourage you to cry out, to speak out instead of dying in silence. And finally, for those that have not worked on themselves to become the best version of themselves, for those that are abusive, for those that are aggressive, and they are there looking out for one Christian sister to get married to, do not forget that Judgment Day is coming. So this has taken 3 years, but at the end of the day, judgment still came. Even if the law did not catch up with him, at the end of the day, the person will still face God's judgment. So which is better? Is it not better for you to take out time to build yourself, reflect and look at the aspect of your life where you need to change? It is for your own good. Imagine what has happened and the children are ending up going to be orphans. And I know that God is going to father them, but it could have been better if he took out time to build himself. So when we look, instead of looking out for one holy sister to get married to, looking out for Mr. or Miss Right, please take out time to build yourself, to become the best version of yourself before you get married, so that you do not end up messing up the life of the person you get married to, bleeding on people who did not cause you injury, and also end up becoming a mess yourself. Let's be wise, and I pray that God will be father unto the children. Stay blessed.